Stadala, and this is Just Click on Zodiac. I'm not here to play nor to entertain. No, I have business with you. Our desire is to see the acceptance of technology in the country as a driver for change and an economical avenue to changing people's lives. ICTs is not a sector in itself, but it is a cross-cutting area, a source for solutions in all sectors where the battle against poverty is wedged from health to education, housing, and job creation. And not that science and technology, including the ICTs, should be popularized within each sector. Welcome to my playground. It's time for Just Click, and Just Click is made possible with Access Communications right here on Zodiac.
It's easy, affordable, convenient. One right for your word. One right for your word. Access your word. Access. One right for your word. Access your word.
The prime objective of the introduction of ICTs into your homes through Just Click is to promote innovative forms of using them in solving specific sector challenges and to encourage trans-sector cooperation and the sharing of information. The universal availability and equitable use of ICT as a right of all Malawians to speed up poverty reduction, the generation of wealth, and the improvement of their social well-being. You have made the right decision to switch on. Today, we go in depth too with ICTs and development. Last week, we started out on the Shift IT Solutions App Development Competition through the Snap Keyboard app. Remember that? Well, today we dig in deeper. We have more of the winners with us today, and we also reveal the whole list of winners. Wow, many winners. The competition partnered with Just Click, Skyband, MHub, Solar Solutions, UNICEF, and the Innovation Hub in Blantyre. UNICEF gave the participants the problems that they needed to solve with apps that they would create on a low-cost computer. These are $7 PCs in the form of a keyboard USB computer, which gives the user his or her own Android operating system to use on a recycled computer. The participants then use an app builder called Snap App Builder to compose their applications. Once they completed and published their apps, the Shift IT team took their app files, which, if you don't know, is the installation files for any Android application, and sent them all over using the Ultimate. And the list of winners is as follows. Number 1, Sophia Beham, aged 8, with her app Lake Malawi Protection. On second position is John Mahara with his app Health Sensor. Third is Jack Seymour with Malawi Pollution Solution, Malawi Nature Protection from Brian Kallets is fourth, followed by Karen Baham with Malawi Chichewa Phases. Fortune Nkungula with Boom is sixth, and Population with Us by Natasha Puntia is seventh. Let's see how the guys took in the news.
Hello, Sophia. Congratulations. You have won first prize.
Are you telling the truth?
Yes, look there. Congratulations.
Are you telling the truth?
Yeah.
I won!
Is Karen here?
Karen!
Good job, my love.
Well done.
First prize in the app contest.
Good job.
Well done,
What
Sophia.
did you get for that? $1 million?
Karen, congratulations. You have come fifth.
Hi, I'm Sophia Bihan. I go to St. Andrews Primary School. I'm 8 years old. I used a keypad to build my app on Snap App Builder. It is called Live Lake Malawi Protection. They sent it out on the outer net to all these places in Malawi that didn't have internet. And they voted, and I came first place, so I want to say thank you to Skyband.
My name is Kieran Bian. I go to St. Andrews Primary School. I built my app on a keypad on an app called Snap App Builder, and it was sent all over the outer net to people who didn't have internet, and they voted for my app, and I came 5th place. And I want to just thank Solar Solutions for giving me this prize. Thank you, Solar Solutions.
My name is Jack Simon. I made an app called Malawi Pollution Solution. It's about pollution. It's called Pollution Solution.
Hi, my name is Jan. I came in 4th place using a keyboard, and I made an app of Malawi, protecting Malawi's nature.
The BBC flagship ICT program also took interest in the competition, and they were here earlier to report on their app competition. Here is a clip of the show that featured the app competition at EMHA.
3, 2, 1, go!
We think this is the first mobile app building contest for children to be held in Africa. And it's made possible because these kids have spent just a few hours the day before learning how to use a mobile phone app that builds mobile phone apps. All you have to do is to decide what to create.
We discussed 3 different types of things. It might be an app about Malawi, an app about mHub, or an app about the school.
The Snap App Builder works on smartphones, but it's a lot easier to use on a laptop.
This app is supposed to help raise awareness for those who don't know about girls' education. I will also add a page where they can help, so I can maybe tie in a link to the UNICEF, and then they can help donate money to these girls who don't have education.
This year, for the first time in Africa, smartphones will outsell more basic feature phones. Yet creating just a basic mobile app to work on that smartphone could set you back $2,000 to $3,000 in development costs. And that's if you can find a developer. This new breed of apps could change that. And they're getting support from some big names, often more associated with providing food and water than tech.
What we're doing today is we're asking the children to think for themselves and come up with innovative ideas that will help other children. Sometimes adults are not always best placed to think about what the needs really are. Children think outside the box.
For those who are still put off doing it themselves, the staff at mHub, the Longways Technology Centre, have set up a service so they can create one for anyone who walks in.
It's quite easy enough now to build apps. I have built mobile app in like 27 hours non-stop and have something that is a good prototype and working.
Snap says that in 9 months, users in 197 countries have created 4,000 apps, which are all now available online. In a few weeks, e-commerce services will allow buying at the touch of a screen. For these children today, it's all about winning a smartphone. But the real prize will be their communities and businesses transformed by locally relevant, quick and easy apps on the touch screens that are now becoming commonplace.
And while we are still at it, what really was the competition all about? And at the end of the day, how will it help us? Check this out.
So basically, we have kids designing apps using an application called Snap. on their keypads, which will then be broadcasted over the Outernet and the Google Play Store. So they're basically creating apps to solve local problems. And then we're going to distribute them over the Outernet so that people who don't have internet access can access them and check them out. And also people who do have internet who are able to access them to the Google Play Store can also have a look at them, download them, test them, use them.
Local problems. Maybe can you be a little more specific on these problems? What problems are we talking about?
Okay, so UNICEF sent us a document which highlighted some of the local problems. So, for example, health, malnutrition, lack of education, lack of access for some school children because they can't afford to go to school, or problems to do with health, malnutrition, maybe education, HIV and AIDS. So the kids were presented these problems and they have to come up and create apps which would solve one of these problems.
So in between the process, what are maybe some of the expectations and maybe what will be done during this process? What are you looking forward to?
So the start of the competition was today, and the kids have until the 22nd of April to create their apps through Snap. It's quite a simple app. The kids don't necessarily have to know coding. They just put in the content, video, pictures, text. And then once it's done, it gets published to the App Store, the Google Play Store, sorry, and then also distributed over the Outernet. And the public gets to vote by obviously liking, giving the app likes, and also the representatives from Outernet and Keypod will also choose the winning app through the most votes, whichever app gets the most votes.
So in other words, technology is playing a very big role.
Yeah, technology is important, and it just shows that how we have young people creating apps using Snap, Keypod, and then distributing it over the Outernet. It's incredible.
It's important to actually run a competition because you want to involve young children to be able to develop applications that can resolve problems in their country. Because when you tame children whilst they're still young, as they're growing up to the next generation, they're going to be able to develop better and more solutions, technological solutions to different problems that we have in Malawi. We've got different problems in Malawi: health, agriculture. I can give an example in terms of health, like there's malnutrition. In terms of health, we have a lot of maternal deaths, or even infant mortality, which is high because a lot of people do not have access to health facilities. They're very far away, long distances. Some people are not able to access schools in terms of education, and they drop out because they cannot be able to have access. I mean, the schools are very far away. So we've got several problems that actually with the app, it can be able to kind of give some information to these children. I can give an example. In terms of maternal health, for example, some women may live in the local areas but don't know what to do in terms of emergencies. Let's say something has happened to them, water has broken or whatever, things like that. And with the apps, they can be able to have questions and have series of answers that can actually give them a kind of way where they can do first aid before they reach a certain health center. So in terms of that, technology plays a part whereby firsthand, when they cannot physically visit those kind of areas, they can be able to access those kind of information, because some apps can actually work on phones that are not Android. I can give an example of ComCare and Rapid SMS that UNICEF developed and are working on. People that do not have even Android phones are able to access information via their phones that they have.
So from explanation, it means technology is really key to actually resolving or ironing out some of the challenges Malawi is facing.
Yeah, sure.
And develop Malawi.
Yeah, sure, because it kind of closes the gap. Because physically, if we're being honest, most of the health centers or the schools, they're very far apart in the rural areas especially. So people have to walk long distances to actually get to them. And it kind of bridges the gap where they can get information at a fast rate to be able to act immediately or in terms of first aid before they reach the final destination. So it kind of gives them some information. Some people cannot be able to go on books or something like that because they don't even have that access to that. And if they can be able to have those things on their phone, they'll have immediate access and be able to attend to some of the challenges that they're actually facing. technology is really good. It's a fast way of informing and actually helping people to resolve challenges that they're facing.